Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today's going to be a very quick video. I want to show you how you can fix something that drives people crazy because they don't understand what's happening to their camera. So let me show you. First of all, this is a DSLR. By the way, I'm showing you on Canon gear, but this applies to any brand of camera. So I'm going to turn it back. I'm going to turn this on. So this is my 5D Mark IV. You can see that it's on. And I'm going to just fire off a few shots to prove to you that it's firing. Hopefully you can hear that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to remove the lens. And anytime you either remove or attach a lens from the camera, you should always turn it off to protect the electronics. So now I've got the camera, but no lens. So this is not really going to record any image at all, but I'm going to turn it back on again. Okay, you can see that it's on. And when I push the shutter button, you can hear it. You can see the mirror as well, I think. Okay, so it does fire. Now, let me show you something else. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to put this lens back on to protect the camera. And now we're going to jump onto a mirrorless camera. Okay, so that was a DSLR. We're going to a mirrorless. And for some reason, something changed when Canon went from DSLR to mirrorless. Let me show you. So this is my R5C. I've turned it on. You can see there that it's on. I'm going to fire this. Now this is a lot quieter, this camera, so I'm going to bring it right up against the microphone. Okay, so hopefully you can hear that. It is firing. I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to remove the lens. And then I'm going to turn it back on again. Okay, so now the camera is on, you can see. And now when I push the button, okay, it's not doing anything. It's not firing. It's definitely on, okay, but it's not doing anything. And I guess that Canon maybe did this to protect something about the camera, maybe the electronics. However, why would you want to fire off a camera, take a shot with no lens? Well, the reason is that sometimes you may want to attach something to the camera that wasn't meant for that camera. And the way that these cameras know whether you've got a lens attached to it or not is through these little terminals on the bottom. This little, you see the little pins, okay? So hopefully you can see the little gold pins that are in there. Hopefully that's focusing. And what happens is that when you attach your lens, on the bottom of the lens, you'll see just over here, there's all these little pins. So when you put the two together, they talk to each other. And so the camera then knows what kind of lens I've got. And then also it drives power to the lens so that the lens can autofocus and operate the aperture blades inside of the lens. So sometimes though, like I said, you may want to attach something to the camera that wasn't meant to be attached on there. And it might be something that's really, really old. So for example, here is a really old lens. This is an FD lens. This is the like a Canon mount from the 80s. And if you look at the back of it, you'll notice that hopefully you can see there's no pins because this is a manual lens. So you focus manually and you set the aperture with this ring here, okay? And so it doesn't need any electronics. But if I want to mount this onto that camera, the camera is not going to register it because there's no terminals here to let it know that you have a lens attached or a non-standard lens attached. Another example is these. So these are extension tubes. So this is the kind of thing that you use to turn a normal lens into a macro lens, right? It's just a spacer. There's no lens in here, okay? So it's just a spacer. It just pulls the lens further out from the camera and that allows you to focus at a much closer point than if you didn't have this. So if we want to do all these things, then how do we make that camera fire? Well, as it turns out, on the Canon system, there is a setting that you need to switch on or off. Let me just check actually. So the setting that you're looking for, okay, it's called release shutter without lens. And you'll find that on the right hand category of the menu system, okay, and you can see there, hopefully that's focusing, you can see that at the moment it's set to off. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select that okay, and then we're going to change it so that it's on. And now that we've done that, if I try to fire off a shot, hopefully you can hear that, okay? So, and you can see the curtain there. So it's now firing, which means that now, let me just turn it off again, because again, we're going to attach something to the camera. We are going to, first of all, let me see, we are going to attach a, where is it? Let me just find this, here we go. This adapter, which is an adapter that allows me to use my all EF lenses onto this one here, which is an RF mount. The RF mount is the latest mount by Canon. So if I attach this here, now this adapter here does have terminals, you can see that, okay? But what we're going to do is I'm going to attach that, and then what I'm going to attach here is something really funky, which is this. This is, let me actually, first of all, let me just put this on, and then I'll tell you what this is. Some of you may already know what this is. Okay, so I've attached this on here now. Let me just, there we go, that's locked in place now. And if I turn this around, okay, what could this contraption be? You're probably wondering. Well, this is used to mount a telescope. So here is a short tube telescope that I use. This is, I think, the equivalent of something like 400 or 500 millimeters. So it's like having a really powerful zoom lens. And now I can attach that to that, okay? That will, let me just do this, okay? I can lock it in place. And if I turn this on, see, I should have tried it with something smaller to demo this to you, but I can, hopefully you can hear that, that's firing off. Okay, so that's just one reason why you may want to switch that off so that you're able to attach all sorts of things. I mean, this is a telescope mount, but if I wanted to, what I could do is I could put, let me just take this off and let me just show you something else that you can do, because you can actually double up adapters, okay? And if I can just get this one off, I will put, I've got my, let's see, RF to EF adapter, and then I'm going to put my EF to FD adapter. Again, this adapter doesn't have any, let me see if I can get that to focus. Come on, focus. Okay, there. There's no electronics on this. So I'm just going to align this here. That goes in there, okay? And then I'm going to put this vintage lens, okay? Again, no contacts. I'm going to put the vintage lens onto my R5C. I now got a lens from the 80s that's fully manual. If I turn that on, okay, I'll be able to see, let me just turn this to live view so you can see, okay? And then I can just focus with the focus ring and I can fire off the shots. Okay, so that function, if I switch it to the default, is off. Okay, that's how it comes out of the factory, and I think that that's what catches a lot of people out. They don't know why it doesn't work. So once you turn that on, then you will be able to attach whatever you want to your camera, and it's just going to work. So I wanted to make that video because I've seen a lot of people complain about this. Now, like I said, I'm using Canon gear here, but if you use something else, I'm going to put some wording here. That is the thing that you need to Google, okay, if you want to know where the setting is for your camera. I'll also put a few links in the description that will take you to some of the Sony pages and Nikon pages and Pentax and, you know, all the other manufacturers that will show you where you need to do or where you need to go in order to change that setting for you. But hopefully that is something that was helpful. Maybe this is something that's happened to you and now you know how to turn that off. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give the video a like. And while you're there, maybe also subscribe to the channel and make sure that you click the notification bell, and that way YouTube will let you know when I upload my next video. And if you've got any questions about anything that I covered here today, just leave them in the comment section below. But that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.